Hello and welcome from the Eye of Horus Institute to today's discussion about drinking alcohol. So what does the science say about it being good or bad for your body? Yes, there's a lot of love for drinking alcohol out there, and I know that this presentation of the evidence may not win many friends. We're going to present the evidence based on published information that some people who have got big wine cellars do not want to hear. So here goes. Firstly, alcohol is a poison and a toxin. It passes directly into cells. It is such a small molecule, it doesn't need an enzyme or assisted transport to cross the cell membrane. It isn't a large molecule that needs to be broken down before entering the cell. It easily crosses the blood-brain barrier, which would normally block other toxic compounds. The alcohol molecule, or ethanol, EtOH, passes directly into the brain cells and is toxic to neurons. It's toxic to cells due to its metabolism to acetaldehyde and creation of free radicals within the mitochondria of cells, and that directly damages DNA and proteins. Alcohol is a known carcinogen. It causes cancer. Alcohol in beverages is classified by the World Health Organization, International Agency for Research on Cancer, as carcinogenic to humans, Group 1. This means it's a Group 1 carcinogen. A Group 1 carcinogen has been proven to cause cancer in humans. There is strong evidence that drinking alcohol increases the risk of breast, liver, mouth, throat, esophagus, bowel, and stomach cancer. And alcohol is a killer causing road accidents. We all know alcohol consumption is causally linked to road traffic accidents. There's a large body of evidence supporting this. Consumption of alcohol is causally linked to domestic violence abuse. However, there are still many defenders of alcohol consumption out in our community. These defenders are often backed by a huge alcohol industry, otherwise known as big alcohol, making millions on the back of the pain, disability and death of others. Alcohol is a killer causing addiction. In fact, alcohol is the most widely used addictive substance. Its consumption is often glamorized because it's funded by big alcohol. Big alcohol draws in young drinkers by mixing alcohol with sweet fizzy drinks. And alcohol consumption is the third leading risk factor for illnesses and disabilities worldwide. Alcohol has a causal association with sexual assault, otherwise known as date rape. It's estimated that 1 in 4 American women have been the victim of sexual assault, and at least half of these have been attributable to alcohol consumption by the perpetrator, the victim, or both. The problem with alcohol is that it's treated like smoking was over 60 years ago. In those days, smoking was glamorized, and it sometimes still is in movies, for instance. But it has always been heavily supported by big tobacco. Many doctors smoked back then and gave each other packs of cigarettes for Christmas. And in fact, doctors still give each other red wine and whiskey, for example, today. They're all still in denial of its toxic consequences. Alcohol consumption today is the emperor's new clothes. So don't put your head in the sand. Be informed. Say no thanks to alcohol. It's actually easier to say a firm no thanks than just to have one drink. By just having one drink, it makes it so much harder for yourself to refuse further invitations to drink. So just say, no thanks.